everybody. We are here with Fatebreakers Retold episode 39, as well as the Gabo Subathon day 28. It is nearing its end. I will finally be free!
We need we need to make a shout out to Frog God for now they're able to walk a little again.
I know he's not even here, but shout out to that guy.
Shout out to him, yeah.
Shout out just somewhere random in a that's gonna be in a VOD. Shout out
Anyways,
to Frog God.
I think we're on episode 20. I mean, not 20. Fucking.
We are on 39.
Are we sure?
Yes, even though I fucked the count up one time
It might be 40.
around 21.
The world may never know.
I definitely swapped them things around, got the accurate counting.
Are you sure we're not at 38?
28.
I think we're at 40. I'm going to go with that.
It's
for the time
39!
being. So, episode 40. It's fine. Gonna do a little baby bit of recap because a couple of us fall asleep before everything's properly over. Not that too much has happened afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But the last little bits leave you alone. You're old. I'm older than you. In fact, you're like middle of the road age here.
My job is very hard and I'm very tired all the time.
Pussy. Anyways.
Wow.
Chad, am I cooked?
I know.
I left for a second. What'd I miss?
Don't worry about it. Regardless, a little baby recap. So, as far as where we left off at last time, most of the party had been starting to get collected by the first couple that had... Go away, Java. The first couple that had started breaking out of whatever illusion this was. For, well, whatever reason it was, actually. But looking for the others to try to get out of this entire mess. One of the party members with a bit of psionic touch to their abilities used that gift to go ahead and look for other members of the party.
Brain juice.
I know, tracking down Beaker, tracking down Max, and tracking down Benny. Who seem to have likely the longest quote-unquote time in here, as far as they can tell. But the final one to track down was one that seemed to be a little trickier than the others. Harder to reach and even more difficult to speak to. Looking for ink somewhere in the heart of the world. Or somewhere that would be a heart of a world. For whatever the simulation, memory, or scenario seems to be playing out before them. Jumping towards the heart of the world, they find themselves face to face with ink. Not as they know ink, but ink as some of them had met them in these scenarios. These dreams. This imposter, really. Out here with a scouting team, an expedition team.
Sorry.
Oh, good. Ready to lead to wherever it was. The party had confronted this creature and demanded to speak with the real ink. The one trapped inside. The one that they, at this point, can faintly sense somewhere within that psyche, that body. Upon being confronted, this creature extended their arm, black sludgy goo, into a spike, drilling through a good number of the expedition team, and instantly changing them, starting to amass them into their flesh. Seemingly a fight on everyone's hands. A fight to drag whatever... A fight to drag ink out of this creature. And that's exactly, give or take, exactly where we left off.
Mm-hmm.
For the time being, if... Oh my god, why do I have to log in again?
We doing a battle?
A little bit, just at least keeping initiative.
All right, let me throw up the initiative timer. Do you want a map? I could get a map real quick.
Hold on, I gotta... Roll20 to log me out for no valid reason.
Damn it.
You want a map? I can get you a map.
It's fine. We don't. Well, yeah, a little map would be fine, just for a little baby positioning.
Give me a theme.
It could be blank, honestly. I just need the grid. Badlands if you have it. Desert, just whatever.
The Battle of the
Not-
There's a
Grid.
not-
Badlands.
Yeah, this is out in the middle of nothing, middle of nowhere.
So avoid.
Void works out just fine. I just need everyone's tokens to be placed in positions.
Got you. Give me a
Well, let's
second.
see.
Fucking. Puta madre.
Hijo de su puta madre.
I like
Fucking
how I
what?
make a shortcut for this shit. But the shortcut doesn't want to fucking load in faster. I have to fucking type out the shit. And then it loads in instantly.
Disgusting.
Welcome to Tech Scuff.
Fuck you say to me, you little shit.
Just said welcome
I
to
have a
Tech
feeling.
Scuff. What do you
You
want?
know what?
from
Never
me?
mind. Fine.
The fuck you just say to me, you little shit?
Retired cap.
Huh?
Oh, it's fine. But I guess specifically a little bit to paint out a bit more details. Why are you getting the map set up? Max, going to go find. They actually went to go find Benny, and they just found Benny, kind of at the ledge of a cliff. I know you've seen the art, as people have been referring to it. Punished Benny.
Hmm.
Essentially that. Missing an eye, missing an arm. And
Wait, is that what that is?
Hmm? Did I not repost it again?
You
Punish
did.
Benny.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm pretty sure you did. I don't. Oh fuck! Where'd you?
I
post
know
it?
it's up there somewhere. I'm sure.
It's somewhere in here. God damn it!
Did you post it in the OOC? I mean the OOC, the fucking the images.
I might have posted it in OC, which is just far more like. No, never mind. It's over in it's over in images.
Mhm.
Uh,
We gotta run a
Characters?
commercial real quick.
FBR images. It's right there.
There.
Yeah, that's more or less the state you guys found Benny in,
Okay.
which
Doing her
everyone's kind
best,
of.
best Nick
I know.
Fury impression.
I know it's just kind of the vibes. We got the turtleneck sweater and everything.
For the chat.
But
Punish Benny.
physically everyone's feeling kind of as they were before. Visibly, they're looking like how they did in their dreams, though. Whatever outfits they were wearing, whatever alternate outfits they were wearing, covered in sand, perhaps.
All y'all look. All y'all are
Older, even. The images, the visuals have stuck around throughout the changes.
What the
I know,
fuck?
but something
I'm
I'll say,
sorry.
but something Max would I'll say, something Max would have heard is that he was essentially saying that they were just going to leave Hamath, and didn't seem comfortable really explaining what happened or even exactly all there. But it's fine. They found themselves in front of this ink, this, well, deceiver, this creature. Ink has shut themselves a little bit in, so it's time to get them out. Also, just making sure, Cap, are you still looking for things? You can just do like a black screen, like a black grid. It's fine.
No, I already found it. I'm just setting it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I found a fitting one. Ah, pinche madre.
I'm just waiting to have to roll for a thing.
Perfect map size. Oh yeah.
Man, I don't know what this like cave snake lady gave us, but it's fucking wild.
Offer up the turn order right there. And now we'll finally get some new imagery. Boom.
Whoa! We're in a brain. It's very Urple. God damn it, it still has the old information. I need to fix that.
Alrighty, go ahead and drag your character tokens onto the thing. Oh, whoops, I forgot to switch layers.
Oh, super evil.
Omega evil. Grah.
Might as well
Ultra
have,
evil.
might as well have a thematic battle.
I know. It's fine.
There
Like I
is
said, this is going to be
evil
much gay.
afoot.
I know. Like I said, it's going to be much gayer than likely and expected. Oh my god, what do you mean 60?
Let me go also get the beak.
And my AC is
El
definitely not 15
Pika.
anymore.
Le beak.
Lol.
Let's see. Ink, can you go ahead and throw your token on the map?
Damn, what the fuck is RNGesus tonight? The fuck?
Yeah, he's peasy.
Don't worry, I'll roll my initiative in a second. There you go.
You got break ties?
I do.
So as far as break ties go, actually, I don't think
I
anyone's
mean,
tied,
that's
are
just
they?
a 26.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think anyone's tied. Never mind.
Yeah.
Uh,
I just have it for the sake of if I roll a tie number. I just like having it on.
that's fine. Ink, could you go and roll your initiative at advantage? Because I can't. Not being the DM, I don't have any access to anyone's things, so can't roll for house.
Oh, that didn't roll at advantage.
I don't roll at advantage at all. If you want to just go and roll again.
Reroll. Take the higher roll. Nope.
Right.
All right, that's funny.
Double eights.
Double eight, double eight, double eight.
But everyone finds themselves with the same gear that they had, whatever gear they had in the cave.
Oh.
Thinking about it. Yeah, honestly, a good bit larger than they were. The actual general body is the same size as it was, but their arm extending off into, well, frankly, an awful amalgam pile of flesh and black ichor. So they're actually more of a huge sized creature at the moment. But as things start out and things start to get violent, Brivy, you're the first one that's up.
Yep.
Wait, so you're saying Ink's huge?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
They'd be taking up 3x3.
That's more accurate.
That's a huge bitch. I'm sorry, I had to get the joke out there. But yeah, I guess I will be doing what I left off with last session of trying to excuse me. One moment.
Big bitch.
Ooh. Walk into the ink mindscape in order to free them from their
Stag.
Mm-hmm.
from their
Real
what
quick,
if
check
Goku
your DMs.
okay. Or what if Goku trapped in the time chamber head ass.
Oh, in progress. I see. I was like, oh, there isn't anything in the end yet. So
I meant to put it in the first sentence, but I forgot.
What's going on?
Don't worry about it.
Am I in danger?
Not really. Let's see.
The answer is kind of yes. I believe we were rolling charisma and stuff last time for me to try to do weird mental shit in the mental realm. Because that's my spellcasting modifier. Yay, sorcery.
So trying to get into the psychic realm again. It's kind of so attempting your thing again. If you'd like to, this is going to take let's say for the purpose of this is going to take a bonus action. If you'd like to go ahead and roll yourself a spellcasting check.
Alright. Let's see. I need to make sure. Alright. So, I spellcast check. Where's my thing? I can just roll it from here. Yeah. So, it's just a check, not like an attack.
Yeah, it'd be a check. So
Alright, so yeah, it's just a charisma check then. That's a 19!
again, enough to get a glimpse, enough to get a peek, a looking inside the strange mindscape. Dark and empty hall. Not even a hall, a plane. Devoid of everything besides for singular ink. Seated down, fetal position, and mostly unresponsive. This ink seems far away. And something about them, a strange static equality, seems to overcome them. You're able to see that through this connection at the moment.
I'm just kind of gonna, I guess, in that mindscape, kneel down by them and put a hand on them and be like, I need you to fight and get up.
You can shout it out. But like I said, they're much farther than they seem, or they're much farther than they
Yeah.
should be.
He's gonna try to get to them, but that you said that was a bonus action.
Bonus action was to get in here.
Yep.
If you'd like, you can use your movement to quote unquote move in this mindscape.
Yeah, I will try to move towards them. I have a move speed of 40.
Okay. Getting closer. Whether or not they can hear you seems unclear. It seems like your call falls on deaf ears so early on. Early on in all this. Hey, it's Beaker.
It's Baker.
Hello.
Hi, buddy.
Sorry for being late.
It's okay.
Nah, you good.
All good. We're just kind of here. It won't. That's fine.
Okay, that's good.
Let's see.
You
But
guys escaped Deeker?
escape Deeker for the time being, or at least whatever memory of Deeker. Escape Deeker, collected Max, collected Benny, and are currently confronting Ink or whatever is masquerading as Ink.
Yep. Trying to think of what would constitute as an action that I can do in here.
I know, but yeah, you have your action free, which you can use either quote unquote on the surface, or you can use in this world. And if you had anything that you wanted to say specifically,
Yeah.
you said to fight back, but those words, or get up, fight back, those words don't seem to have any effect at the moment.
Just gotta shout their name at them and see if they'll actually, just, turn their head or something.
No, it doesn't seem like it.
Damn. Well, I'm not really good with this mental stuff as Ink is, so I don't know how to technically, try to pull them out of here. So I guess on the surface, I'm going to just kind of prepare a dodge action in case,
Okay.
my physical body's gonna get attacked.
Yeah, taking the dodge action it is then.
Yep. That'll be my turn as I try to figure out how to talk to Ink in the brain.
Okay. So at the end of your turn is going to be a legendary action. Briviki, you being so closely connected at the moment, pretty much immediately, you feel a backlash. You feel something try to pierce your mind.
Mm. That's not good.
I know. I need a fucking I need a intelligence saving throw.
I was about to say, are you sure you want to whiz save?
I can do a wisdom saving throw, but it's an intelligence saving throw for the spell.
Gotcha. I will roll my intelligence. God damn it! I almost got an 18. 9.
I know 9 is not the deal. Even with Benny's aura in there,
Yep.
still a failure.
She gives a what? A +2, +4.
A +4 to the saves.
Gotcha.
Although it is +2 to everyone's AC who's in the aura, so that's nice.
Oh damn,
So,
nice.
come here, roller.
This shit go hurt.
Honestly, yeah, I kind of will. You take 26 psychic damage.
Ow, my brain.
And as mean as the spell normally would be, we're gonna go and do a different thing. You can, until the end of your next turn, you can only choose to move, use a bonus action, or an action, but not any combination of the three.
Oh, it's that fucking spell. God damn it. I know exactly what spell that is.
Yeah, a little like it. But moving down an initiative. Someone with power over the initiative. Go just move it over to Schmaxalon.
I got you. Shit.
Thank you. Oh my god, typical flunky, leaving whenever it's important. Hold on. I gotta give him shit about it.
Crazy. Please. Give him your best. Give her your best snark. Did you just say Meowment?
Meowment, yes.
I will say Bravigi's not looking too hot.
It's fine. You're alive.
If I get hit with another one of those, I'll die.
It's a nerfed version. It's a nerfed version of Psychic Lance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would
because
you
psychic
like
That man
lance.
lost half of his health.
I know
I
psychic
lost
lance
over half my
otherwise
health.
would be incapacitation, which would just take it so you don't fucking do anything. And
Yeah.
it's a little cheeks for the moment.
That shit hurted.
How cheeks would you say?
Incapacitation, dog. It's like you don't do anything. Well, you can move, and that's about it for an incapacitated move or incapacitated turn.
You crop an
But you
image
have no,
again?
yeah, you have no actions. You have no reactions, etc.
So even my prepared action's not gonna go off now?
Your prepared action.
The one to dodge whenever it was.
So
If,
dodge
yeah.
isn't a prepared action. You would just take that, and things have disadvantage to hit you, and you have advantage on dex saves.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's still there. That's still chilling.
Yes, Max, it is your turn.
Yeah, it's your turn. You thought.
Charisma check to try and break this fool out.
Hey, Jiraki,
Yeah, what's up?
what's the
Charisma
button
check.
combination to crop and send an image again?
So more than a charisma check,
One
actually,
moment.
I would need words.
What were you asking, Cuddle?
How do you crop and send an image to someone?
I do not know how to crop. The only thing that I know of how to send an image is usually like copy pasting it. If it's in Discord. If it's like a screenshot, then I don't know, it's like a Windows thing to allow you to like take a specific like section as a screenshot. Is it a funny image? Is that what you're doing right now, couple?
I know, ink break out of this.
This isn't real, dog. It isn't real.
Like Zoink Scoobs.
Like, fuck Scoob.
I saw a recent meme. It was like, I didn't know where we were at, Scoob. I'm sorry, Reggie. Where my resticles?
Reggie, they rug my rolls. Where are my resticles?
We're having a serious moment, and we're talking about. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I know.
Jeepers,
It's fine.
jeepies, zoinks, fuck.
I
So
still don't have a catchphrase.
Max, I'll say, Braviki, since you're the one in there, you do hear a whispering from that far away ink. One just quietly asking, "Just kill me, like you promised."
He's gotta get a little kind of angry at that. But again, it is not my
I know.
turn.
I'll make things a little more obvious in a second, but it doesn't seem to stir ink in any meaningful capacity.
I think I'm going to go for leg shots. Like not not lethal, but Ink doesn't get to take the easy way out of this. They've always tried to do that. They actually have to work at it for once, and I'm not going to let them take the easy way out like they always do. So I'm going to shoot him twice. In the legs. Or where in the mass the legs would be.
No, the main body is still the main body is still there. The horrible mass is actually just kind of from the arm.
Yeah, well, then I guess I'm going to go for arm. It's them trying to shoot off the gross stuff. So it's just 2 shots to the arm. That's a 22 and a 16.
Let's see. So the 22 is going to hit. The 16 is actually going to get deflected.
Whack.
22 coming through and splashing black ichor as it splashes through. The 16 teeing off an invisible shield around them. So nasty little bit of damage. 13 plus 6. 19 damage. Jotted down.
That's it for me.
I know. An unflinching turn of this deceiver's eyes over to you, Max. Really? They're asking you to kill them, and this is all you have?
They don't get to take the easy way out. Not this time.
And we're going to go ahead and save our legendary action for the turn. Turn moving over to... Actually, moving over to Arya, but actually, no, I'll do it after the first round. It's fine. Arya, turn is yours.
Alrighty. Arya is going to do, first off, she's going to run over to Bravigi and provide support. Let me bust out her sheet again because Jesus Christ. Roll20 had a freaking
Field
mental
day.
breakdown on me. Yep.
Gotta love Roll20 and it being silly sometimes.
So you, sir, will be getting a... second level cure wounds right there.
That is 13.
You know, actually,
That is 13, yep.
fair enough. You know, just while I'm DMing at the moment, I'll actually use the new version of the spell. If you want to go ahead and roll 2 more d8s.
Oh.
What is my...
Does more?
Yeah, cure wounds and healing word both basically have double the dice now, which makes them actually useful
Nice.
after level 4.
Add another 17 to that.
Thank God.
So
it's not the +5 a second time, but it is the 2 dice, so it's actually +12 to that.
Okay, so 25.
All right.
I know, almost undoing most of this miserable psychic damage that was done onto you.
And Arya looks over across at the gigantic, horrifying image of Ink. She's like,
Hold on.
Ink, this isn't like you. There's better things. Don't give in to whatever this is that's eating away at you.
And again, thus far, it's seeming like these encouraging words aren't having much of an impact on Ink at this moment. whatever they'd gone through, and whatever the situation is, this doesn't seem to be what it's calling for.
I already did a main action for that. Bonus action, going to do. Bonus action. I'm gonna do Mantle of Inspiration.
Mantle of Inspiration, do it up. So, let's see.
So my Charisma modifier right now is at 5, so that's already maxed out.
Easy peasy. So you get to choose 5 creatures, which I think is
I think it
actually
would
just
just
kind of
be,
everyone in range.
yep, everybody here, which would
Oh,
be.
actually, you have to exclude one unless you have to exclude one because there's 6
Choose a number
people
of
there.
creatures you can see that you can see within 60 feet.
Yeah, because you're included within that mass. So up to you who gets left out of the funny party time.
Well, Benny's already tanky as it is, so just by logic, I'm going to give it to everybody else.
I suppose.
Hooray, we get things.
Fair and easy.
Good old.
So
Wait, what level is Arya at?
Level 9.
Level
Okay,
9, so it'd actually be an increase
B.
8?
to 8, which is kind of a weird little. I know it's just +3 each time, but it's just kind of a funny little bump. So everyone gets 8 temporary hit points at the moment.
Hooray.
This unfeeling entity just continues to glare daggers at everyone. Is that your turn, Arya? Cat? I'm gonna go ahead and assume that's a yes. So.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was going to. Were you asking if that was the end of my turn?
Yep.
Oh, okay, I thought I did say that.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
Guess my mic didn't pick me up.
Oh, good. So, another bonus action or another legendary action. The deceiver raises a finger to their lips and quietly makes a shushing motion. An inky blackness starts to try to overtake people's visions. If I can get a charisma save from Max, from Brevigi.
Okay.
And from Lucy for now.
27.
27. Killing the shit out of it.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. With Aura, definitely comes out on top. And Max, I need a charisma saving throw, please.
Fucking love Verdan. I get advantage on those.
I know, it's nice. I know, Maxilon, Decolo, Barsavona, Zerestri. You are done in by this sluggish feeling. Your movements feel a little slower than they had been. You were under the effects of Bane until the end of your next turn.
The Bane.
Bane. So it's going to be a minus D4 to your attacks and your saving throws. Yeah, you still got your attacks. Just done a little slower. So Arya's turn being passed.
Killing my Jesus.
Yeah, honestly, legendary action power would kill.
Oh,
no, yet we're fucked.
I know we're not. As I say, we're not picking up on things at the moment. So we're gonna see about a little bit of bolster. Benny's gonna go ahead and cast Bless at 2nd level on We'll do a little bit of that. Undo a little bit of that shit on Max. Who looks like they need it?
Do I have to roll a d4 to subtract and then a d4 to add every roll?
Yeah, you do. We're actually casting that shit at 3rd level. Everyone gets a bless.
Hooray.
Yeah.
This
What does
shit
bless
is
do
so
again?
ass.
I know. You better hope RNGesus is on your side. Some of this shit.
Blast is just a D4 to any check and ability and stuff like that, right?
Not ability, but it's going to be a D4 to all saves and all attack rolls.
All right.
Oh,
Saves
awesome.
and attacks. Gotcha.
Yeah, kind of cruising, honestly. So, we don't have any reliable bonus actions that we can use without attacking, so that's going to be our turn.
Trying to think.
Beaker isn't dead. Beaker's just right there. Beaker is able to do shit on his turn.
Beaker is in his lane, thriving.
I mean, I don't know about that. Last time I was here, I got shot at.
Yeah, you are kind of hurt, so there's that.
He's in his
Also, we're
lane,
level
limping.
9.
So turn goes over to Lucy.
Yes, it'd be Lucy's turn. Lucy can't really. Lucy can't exactly do much. Without really hurting Ink. So the plan for now, is gonna be to make sure that everyone, her Ink, no. She's putting her trust in people, and for that she is going to begin to start. She pulls out her viola and starts playing it, and she is using the power of counter charm.
Ooh.
But before she does that, bonus action. Bonus action casting command with Mantle of Majesty.
Okay.
Oh,
As we're gonna try and use that on Ink.
Okay. So it seems like this thing has advantage on magical saves.
Hmm.
No, but one more time.
double four.
Yeah, no.
No,
Twice
it
double
fails
down.
seven.
it fails its save and is it fails its save. It says at 6th level, you gain the ability to cloak yourself in fey magic that makes others want to serve you. As a bonus action, you cast command without expending a spell slot, and you take on the appearance of unearthly beauty for 1 minute or until your concentration ends, as if you were casting a spell. During this time, you can cast command as a bonus action on each of your turns without expending a spell slot. Any creature charmed by you automatically fails the saving throw against the command you cast with this feature.
Yep, but so what is that one word command that you are placing upon this thing?
I'm gonna say kneel.
Neil. So, not yet its turn, but you do see as it kind of blinks a little bit and takes an uncanny smile and does drop to a knee.
And she then will proceed to play the counter charm, which will give everybody, until my next turn, anyone that's within 30 feet of me, advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
Which is good.
Huzzah.
Head tilted down, this deceiver's voice kind of rings out. I guess I can't help it. Ink always did think. No. Ink always did know that you were better than them in about everything, so I can't help but obey.
Hmm.
And if that's going to be your turn, it actually would get to the Deceiver's turn,
Oh boy.
which would take their action kneeling, and that's all they're doing for their turn, which is very good.
Let's get a double check band spell for myself real quick.
So currently considered prone at the moment. That's going to be the end of their turn
Okay.
for
Gotcha.
now. Well, I guess until next turn. Beaker, the turn actually comes to you. Some, I don't know, some 20, 30 feet away from you is, well, this thing that everyone else is saying has ink trapped inside of itself. Attempts to reason with it, don't seem to have done anything, not even beneath the surface, as Bravigi has made contact with, set up a line of contact with that inner psyche. So, anything you're doing in particular? Make
Like,
up. There you are.
yeah.
Are you going to hurt?
Hmm,
Are you going to
what
shoot
can
at them? So far, words of encouragement and words to snap out of it don't seem to have done it. Don't seem to have done anything at the moment.
You're gonna do um, Beaker's turn before Ink's.
Ink
Took his turn
Ink,
already.
already
Ink,
took her
Ink
turn.
already,
Took the turn to now.
yeah, Ink already took their turn. They ended it because of the command.
Okay.
Command actually worked. So, so far, Max, you all know to Max to be something of a heavy hitter. The shot didn't seem to do that much damage, frankly.
Okay, what could I probably do? What do I have in my pockets? Well, doing something like this would probably be ru- so currently it looks like uh
So
ink yeah,
yeah,
currently it looks like ink is brown and stuff, right?
yeah. Ink is currently on their knee, considered prone.
Ah, this I'm in the unenviable position of having to hurt incubi. This ain't what. Well, yeah, well, time to look into the many knives I have. See which one of these will work.
Beaker with their bag of knives trademark.
I know, Bago knives.
Fucking knife block.
So, just ask. He's prone, right?
Correct.
And that means he has disadvantage on certain saves, right?
Funnily enough, no, actually.
I thought it was for Dex, but yeah.
Nope. Stun and restrain. Well, actually, stun is auto fail. Restrain gives you disadvantage on Dex and Strength saves.
Ah, gotcha.
But Braun actually doesn't give any sort of disadvantage on any kind of save. What it gives is disadvantage on attack rolls, and it gives things advantage to hit it within melee, give or take.
All right, we're going to have to rely on good old goblin psychology. Because he's going to run up to Ink and give him a knock on the head.
Knock
Let
on
me
the
just
head.
see. Yeah, let me just see if I can actually reach him from here. I can't cross this, right? This ethereal void.
So that ethereal void isn't there. You guys are literally in the middle of the Badlands. This is like rocky desert.
All right. Okay. Well, Beaker is going to look at his companions, just say wish you luck, and scurry on over.
My God, he's scurrying.
Carrying on over. You can go and make that attack at advantage because they are considered prone.
Very well. I will hit him with the rapier. 22, both ways.
22 hits.
7.
7 piercing. Any sneak attack that goes along with it, or
I mean, like, can I do sneak attack? Hold on.
yeah, your attack's at advantage. You're qualified for sneak attack.
Oh, neat.
Hmm?
Then I will. I'm very sorry for this ink. 14 to make that 21 in total.
21 with what was there before? The blade sinks in. Uh, honestly, kind of awful. Imagine stabbing a chopstick and I don't know, maybe a square foot of mochi.
Hmm.
A square foot of mochi.
What the fuck
Yeah,
is
just something mochi. It's right. It's like a little. It's funny, like rice dessert thing. It's squishy.
Squeeze.
Yeah, it just kind of sinks in with an unsatisfying feeling and pulls out with a little thunk, and black ichor oozing from. Is that image broken or is that just me?
What
The
is?
the emotes that.
No, we could see his beaker.
Okay, just making sure because it's a
Yeah.
little broken image symbol for me. So it's like that sucks. Either way, yeah.
I mean, it is
Stabs
Beaker
in.
in shock.
Yeah, it stabs in, and not a wins from this. Not a wins from this creature
Hmm. Don't like
as it
that.
looks up, but it does seem to be doing damage. All right, and is that your turn?
Let's see. What do I have as a bonus action? Can I do anything as a bonus action?
You can disengage. You can dash. Well, I'm guessing that might be all your movement that you used up. So
Yeah, I used all my movement. So I'm
you can dash if
currently.
you'd like.
Yeah, you know what? Beaker will dash to over here.
Over here, providing an attack of opportunity.
Hopefully this doesn't backfire on me.
It's fine. It's a disadvantage because they're prone.
Speed up of making mochi be like.
Okay, don't worry about the extra number. 19 hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, never mind. It's a disadvantage. 15 to hit.
Never mind. He miss. They miss.
I know, they miss. Scurrying back like the little goblin robot that you are, just a large spike of flesh stabs down to where Beaker was but a moment ago.
Mm.
Is that it?
That is all
Everyone's
I can
done
do
something?
at the moment.
Everyone's done something, and I'm all here. I'm completely fine. And soon I'll add you all to the offering. To which another voice, a little familiar, considering that you guys have heard it recently. Well, maybe not so recently compared to what you guys maybe how long it seems to have been. But you guys hear Samara's voice coming from just one of the people that's fleeing. Not quite adding up to their mouth, but a suggestion. If you're all going to make it out of this, I hope that maybe you've learned something about yourselves. Why don't you let your teammates know what all you've learned here? As one of the mercenaries that was here, part of the expedition group, continues to flee.
Ooh.
But with that, back to the start of the round. Bravigi.
He's kind of in two places at once here. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's kind of so it's not horrendous because you're at least not getting like audio feedback from in there.
Yeah.
From
Oh.
the quiet place. Yeah, visually it's awful.
Yeah. But I'm still limited to one action, a movement, or bonus action.
Or bonus action. You can still speak though.
Yeah. He's just gonna be like, What have I learned? Revenge isn't all it's cracked up to be."
It's kind of a quick look back from Benny, honestly, at that.
It doesn't make you feel whole.
Hmm. I'll say that's good enough. Do you have an action or bonus action or move? Oh, I suppose
I
movement.
have
Do
all
you have
three
something
of
else you'd like
those.
to do? Or you have one of those at least.
Yeah. Well, I was wanting to do a thing, and you can tell me if it constitutes as a bonus action or an action.
Sure thing.
Vigi's going to do that weird pull thing that he did earlier, but he's gonna try to pull the like staticky fetal position ink towards him.
Oh, little psionic thing. Yeah, you can go and roll me a charisma check then again. Do it at advantage though, because you did say something. Did say something out loud.
Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah, 19 on the die, 22.
22 it is.
Oh, I could add a d4 to that if need be. Fuck
If
it,
need
for
be.
funsies. It's bless.
For bless wouldn't actually count for this because it's
Oh,
an
never
ability
mind.
check. Oh, good.
Okay, silvery barbs. Nah, I'm just kidding.
I will
I
end
know,
you. Sorry.
I know, not something that's there actually, or not at the moment. But sure enough, this little psyche of ink seems to get closer.
Come on.
Likely within reach of movement. Now, if you
Had movement.
well, maybe for next turn.
Yeah. I don't think I get another save, do I, to deal with that, do
No,
I? No.
no.
It,
The effect ends at the end of your turn.
okay. Then that will be my turn.
I'm moving it.
Okay, Max. Turn is yours. Anything to say?
Samara was right. We have to think about what we learned in here. And Max learned that maybe he's too controlling. So he sheathes his revolver and steps back, and that's the end of his turn.
There's a crack somewhere in that Malgus flesh that's sticking out of the left arm. Ink, not entirely, you know, fixed. You do feel a bit of weights around your shoulders and around on your back. Lift a little.
I'm sorry, you cut out really bad for me. What did you say?
Oh, ink. Just kind of for no reason in particular. Well, the reason being a few things being spoken out loud for everyone to hear. But this crushing weight that seems to be holding you down is lifting somewhat. No. As far as outside forces go, maybe you still need a little bit more to actually snap out of a few things. But
All right.
learning about maybe letting go of a bit of control. Arya, the turn is yours.
Arya's just gonna look over to Ink. Like, well, I learned that I could control my own fate and my own destiny. That my friends will still be by me no matter what. That I shouldn't let whatever thoughts or whatever happens in my future dictate what happens in the current present. I'll continue to try and be better, do better for both myself and everyone around me. Something that I feel that you could also do, Incubi.
Some people are afraid of our future too much. What we can be afraid a little bit is a bit of retaliation. Looking out from this kneeling position, the deceiver would raise a hand. Not the grotesque one, but the other one. And I need a dex save from everyone, as only the hint of a shadow above them manifests. Is it going to slap down to try to crush them?
18 bar.
And I need this dex save from everyone, so.
Does bless count for saves or no?
Bless do be for saves and for attacks.
Okay.
16, but just to make sure that I succeed.
19 total.
All right, that's
with
20.
Yeah. 19 total with aura and bless accounted for there.
Let's see.
Fuck yeah, go paladin aura.
Yeah, 1 trillion billion there. Braviki, how much did you say it was? It was 19 total?
Yeah, 19 total because I rolled what was it? A 12, then got a 3, so that would make it 15, and then from Benny's plus 4 it would be 19.
I know. So everyone manages to duck out of the way as this massive hand-like shape slaps down, clearing dust. And, well, not lethal for this group, but it definitely would have hurt like a motherfucker if it actually managed to strike everyone. Arya, is that your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn. How do anything else?
The thing seems to be getting visibly weaker the more you guys speak. And with that being Benny's turn. Kind of a squints. Ink's wayward thoughts being projected kind of generally a little bit as things have been going on. These bouts of negativity.
Yeah.
She actually squints. I think I'm kind of afraid of the thought of fighting forever. Ink, if there's anything you're fucking realizing in there, maybe now might be the time to eke that shit out too.
DM be like
the most Benny answer.
She's also gonna run up. She's also gonna run up to actually just stab it. Ink or no, this is some kind of fictitious some kind of fictitious, I don't know, mind creature that is actively hurting them, and we'd like that to stop. So go ahead and swing twice. Plus 11. Both of them be hidden.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Be right back.
Oh, easy peasy. 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 16, 32 damage for this thing. And it's gonna go ahead. Oh, actually, never mind. No attacks of opportunity. Beaker already brought out one of the reactions. So we're actually going back to provide aura for Huz.
Thank you, your aura is amazing. It made me live. Actually, hold on. At my level, do I have a certain thing?
Yeah, putting it down is gonna be a fucking bitch, but
I do not. I get that next level.
gotta learn some shit in here. And it goes over to Lucy.
Mm-hmm. Lucy kind of takes a moment that she like finishes playing with sort of one last crescendo note. Magical words spell themselves out for another command as a bonus action that just says halt. And as that's happening, she says, I think I've learned it's hard and sometimes impossible to just face what you fear alone. But others can be there to pull you out. They can help you. They're there for you when you need them the most. We could be there for you, Ink, please. As her command would go off again.
The command seemingly maybe going to take place. There's an uncanny snap of the neck as this creature just forces their way out of this command. Using legendary resistance.
Ah, I see.
Spooky.
Okay.
That is very spooky.
Okay. That's
I
enough.
still definitely still have an action. Fuck it, we ball. Command again, but this time using a spell slot.
Again!
Again!
I said halt! So,
I know. Does 16 pass the save?
16 just 16 just makes it. But I do have a reaction.
No.
Don't know if I can do it, but I want to try and see if I could silvery barbs that.
So normally,
Or would that not work?
So rules is written, you wouldn't be able to because actually you technically wouldn't be able to cast the first command because the bonus action shit fucks everything up. But since it's part of your what the fuck's it called? Since it's part of your class action, your class action shit to do it as a bonus action, I'm just gonna let that slide. So yeah, go ahead and silvery barbs that.
Hooray! Get silvery barbs. And
oh my god.
Oh.
But you do have that advantage to someone.
Yes. Wait. Technically speaking, like inside this monster is still ink, right?
Mentally, yeah, in theory.
And ink
Vicky over there
is
is channeling a little connection so that people can kind of hear ink in there being pessimistic.
And ink is still our ally. Technically, right?
Yeah, so
So could I give the advantage to him? To them?
Yeah,
All right.
Ink
Ink's
themselves
getting
can
the
go ahead and get that
advantage then.
advantage.
That would be pretty much all I can do.
No, easy peasy. Let's see, turn order, and it gets to the ink creature's turn. So two things are gonna happen. First off, gonna try to hurt the party.
I
As
tried
one
to stop
does.
him, guys. I tried to stop him.
I know,
Sure.
rising from this prone position, and they actually just do start walking forward a little bit, but a little up tilt of the chin, and a couple of sparks, and just an incredibly uncomfortable tweak inside of people's ears, essentially inside just somewhere in their brain cavity. As I need a intelligence saving throw from everyone.
Oh no. Oh, I should have saved it for this one. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, that's so bad.
Oh no.
You know what? Actually, Braviki, I think, yeah, Braviki, you do pass. That was that.
Hold on. Can I ask something?
Especially with Benny's aura, that goes above 20.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are they casting a spell?
They are casting a spell.
Counter spell.
Yeah, normally so subtle, but can't settle something from inside the head. If you want to go ahead and roll for that counter spell.
I'll roll that shit. Fuck it.
All right, I'm back from the bathroom. Sorry.
All good.
That's a
Whose turn
charisma.
is it right now?
It is the ink's turn. But yeah,
The Inksters.
you're rolling. Yeah, it's gonna be a charisma check, which you have an advantage on, thanks to silvery barbs.
Yep.
Hold on. It's for some reason it's taking a while for my thing to load.
No,
For some reason.
all good.
Give me a second.
Could also just throw a d20 out there. The DC is going to be 15.
Damn. Hold on. I have a 20. So
Oh my god! Roll another dice, because you have advantage.
Oh.
That's so fucked up. Almost.
nah, this is thematic.
Yeah,
So
the 9 fails. The 10 passes.
oh wait. Holy shit. Alright, just in the mindscape, almost on instinct, they snap their fingers.
As everyone feels a sudden violence flare of jolts that's about to start up in their ear. And just like that, it's snuffed as the actual thing stumbles to the side and holds their head. Bravigi, you are witness to this. You see ink on the inside do something about what ink on the outside is going to do. Ink, if there's anything you'd like to say.
Sorry. I'm just scared. Just scared of being rejected. I don't know if you heard that.
I heard it.
Yeah, bit of a quiet nod. Hearing that.
I'm just waiting for a thing.
I think a few of us are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's it for you, that's it for this ink. No bonus action to spring upon the party at the moment. And things roll over to Beaker, which, you know, and everyone said about the things that we learned in here. Beaker has kind of a slightly different situation.
Yeah.
All I learned is that someone hates me and wants me dead.
Learn that Beaker sucks.
Because whole experience like that means are like, I'm doing my part, and I'm doing my part. I didn't do fucking shit.
I know. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for an amnesiac. You're chilling. I know.
Oh, that's an interesting bit. But am I hearing what Cuddle's typing?
Hearing a bit of what Cuddle's typing generally.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of broadcasting out to the peoples.
Well, all right. I might as well try to spin this trauma into something useful. Beaker will say out loud, I'm learning that the memories I have aren't all true. That whatever relationships I might have had might be fake or never existed at all. But even if that's the case, I'll still fight because I still have people I care about. And that includes you. And he points at the ink blah.
Ink, you do see this point. You do feel the connect. You do feel the intended target to this you.
Sorry, you cut out again for some reason, or it might be on my end. Sorry, what did you say?
It's most likely on your end because I could hear them
We
clearly.
heard that clear.
It might be my headset. Hold on. It's working now. I don't know what's. What did you say, Stag? I'm sorry.
Oh no, just. Did you hear Beaker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you can tell that this is directed at you.
All right. The only reason I thought you were a monster because it's easier
And
to
are you
project.
doing? Okay. And Beaker, are you doing anything with your bonus action or action at the moment?
Yeah. You should stab him.
I mean, I do want to see. Has hitting the blob been effective and getting maybe pulling ink out?
So it wasn't as effective before, but right now damage seems to be doing kind of a bit.
All right, then I'm going to do. Then I am going to do more damage then, and I'm not gonna bank on. I'm not gonna bank on random chance. I'm gonna shoot ink with a bunch of missiles.
Oh.
What the? Hold on.
Magic missile.
Artillery out.
How do I upcast the on roll 20?
When you click on it, it normally gives a little prompt asking what level you want to cast it on.
I don't think it did.
It maybe did, maybe it didn't. I don't think
No,
it
it's
does.
because it's a.
Yeah, it doesn't do the
it's a.
roll. Yeah, it doesn't do the multi-roll thing. You just have to do that thing over and over again.
Yeah, if it's if the spell that you're whatchamacallit that you're rolling on roll 20 is an immediate attack spell, then yeah, it won't give you the option. But just roll the extra dice for upcasted magic missile.
Wait a minute.
Alright.
You don't even fucking have to roll to hit. So just roll the d4s.
Yeah.
Yeah, the d4s plus
So it'd be
d4s.
plus one for each one. What level are you casting it at?
I am an arcane trickster, so that will be at second level.
Very well. Go ahead and click the little magic missile on where you're fucking on that little bit right there. Click that 4 times.
Yeah.
I know each
Well,
hit visibly not knocking
Well,
not knocking it back, but kind of knocking it down as each missile strikes one after the other. Bits of flesh flaking off where you're striking.
Nice.
You're solidifying a little bit.
Okay,
Less
then
that awful gooiness.
all right. Then as a bonus action, I'm gonna toss a dagger into Ink's thigh. For a dagger, I just click. I always forget.
So
I roll the dagger as normal, and then just roll the damage without the modifier, right?
correct.
Okay. Ah, dang it. No.
Jiraki, is that gift from
17?
Megas XLR?
Huh?
Is that gift from Megas XLR?
It might
Absolutely
be. I don't
is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it just
Shit.
is.
I've never
Every
seen the
missile in the
show.
book, bro. Every missile in the book.
I know.
Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
with the +4 for that.
Yeah.
And
So,
yeah, that's gonna hit. If you want to go and roll a little baby damage out here.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Ink, you now have a dagger in your thigh.
I know. Add it to your inventory, Ink.
I'm lucky that it was such a big target.
Oh
I have,
man,
like,
this
3
brain dagger in my brain thigh.
Yeah, add it to your brain inventory.
The brain inventory.
Does it go in the same place as the crayon?
Yeah. And is that your turn, Beaker?
I've currently done everything I could.
Very true. Very true. I need you to give me an intelligence saving throw again.
Look.
Whale she.
I know. We're using a legendary action.
A 14?
Roll the d4. See if that. It could save you in theory.
Wait, no, hold on. What am I doing? I have something else here. Where is that?
Oh.
Where is it? Yes, I can use this.
Built for success.
Very good. Go ahead and roll a d. Okay, so not enough. Go ahead and roll another d4. Because
Okay.
you have less upon thee.
Thank you, whoever did that. I wasn't paying attention to that time.
Yeah,
Ah,
plenty
you
of it.
son.
That's so fucked up. That's just barely not enough.
Aww.
I know. This DC 18 out here.
Aww.
I blow on his dice. Just.
I know. You actually inhale the d4, take a damage.
Hey!
Why does it taste like Skittles?
And I'll take the skills flavored dice. But that said, you are failing that unfortunately, which means you are taking. Come here, d6s. You're taking much kinder roll than for Brivigi. 17 psychic damage, and can only use an action, bonus action, or movement on your next turn.
The brunt of the psychic energy just smears off the glass.
It's too smooth.
Just.
So minus 17. Okay, that ain't. I'll be not the worst out of everything that's happened to me so far.
Yeah, it's kind of all right. And
Now that I think about it, I don't think I even healed from when Deeker shot me.
No, you're still rocking that slightly melted arm.
Melted.
All right, I subtracted the damage. I am technically doing all right. I say technically, as this I can't feel pain.
If we can't feel the pain, everything's okay. But with that, the turn cycles back to the top of the order, and the wheel cycles once more. Ravigi, turn goes back to you. Anything you'd like to say and/or do? You are free from the shackles of, well, the psychic glance from earlier, or not? Yeah, the psychic glance thing from earlier.
All right, I'm gonna do something reckless, but also sweet. Bravigi is both going to move in and also out of the mindscape at the same time, as he's going to run up to Ink. Let me make sure I can actually move this way. Yes, I can. I have that much movement. He's going to run up to both versions of Ink and hug them.
Eat him right now.
However, He's then just gonna say to Ink, "I'm going to give you a window." And shocking grasp.
The tried and true method.
Shocking
save-
grasp on
save
the
advantage.
evil ink.
I'll save advantage on that.
Advantage.
Go and roll the hit.
17 to hit so far. Gotta roll bless because you said that does work on attacks. So that's 19 to hit.
Did you roll? Did you roll the hit?
I rolled on D&D Beyond, but for some reason it did not post my roll. It was a
Weird.
17, and then I rolled the D4, so it would be a 19.
19 does hit.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna do this and roll 20, so you can actually see the damage roll.
Yeah, easy peasy. It's
Yep.
2d8s.
And since this is a wait, this doesn't get sneak attack even if it's a melee spell.
It does not.
Oh well. It's still 2d8. Or
And
wait,
it,
or is
it also.
it?
I'll say it is 2d8, but
Yeah.
it does remove the reaction, so that's nice.
Yes. 2d8. Fuck. Well, double ones.
That's so sad.
That
It's-
is
That's so sad.
that is my life. I gambled and lost.
Sorry, that's not enough damage for a moan.
Killing you actually, but also
I'm not trying to
Max.
make you do that. I'm trying to like at least I don't know,
Mission.
get your nerve endings going weird, so you can
Yeah.
fucking walk into your own head.
Mission succeeded. That being the end of your turn, Max. Turn is yours.
Probably just you'd have to interpret this, but I want to say it's a charisma check, but just Ink. I trust you.
Why?
Hang on, I got a better gift for that. Hold on.
Because at the end of the day, you know what's right to do.
Can I see? I need to ask this. Even from my prison, can I see out them? I see out to all of them.
Given the funny, the high-speed internet connection that is Bravigi, yeah.
I need to know Max's expression.
Well, old for one.
Old, but earnest and solemn. He's already put his weapon away. He knows Ink will make the right choice.
All right. I have a plan.
Oh, I can't hear any of this. That's all through Ruvigi,
No.
and his turn passed.
But
No,
DM, can I?
The funny Bravigi connection, like we can kind of hear Ink's voice generally, like
Yeah, he's
in the
not
air.
focused
Well,
on like
it's a little
filtering
quiet.
that shit, so it's just rapidly pinging everywhere.
Oh, you
I know,
forgot
it's-
to take the phone off speakerphone. You
Yeah, it's got that.
idiot.
It's got that little fucking echo, that little echo effect to it.
So we do have telepathic communication.
Mhm.
Telepathic communications be around. And is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Grandpa Max seems so trusting.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
You bitch.
I know this thing that's a legendary action. This thing that's being held by Revigi right now, just kind of looking down in honestly, more emotion, more and more emotion showing on this creature. The expression of disgust worn upon its face.
Ugh, French.
I know most of the things that I've been trying to do seem to be incorporeal, but this one, it just generally gestures a hand over at Max, and the end of one of its fingers jets out this little black missile and stabs
Oh,
into Max's shoulder.
I got a 15 on my con save.
You got a 15 plus 4 plus 1d4.
Oh, let me roll a 1d4. 17.
Now you gotta move.
Plus
Now,
1.
I
DM.
know you got a 21, which
Wow, wow.
is going to go ahead and save. You're going to go ahead and take. What the fuck? Roll 20. Do your thing.
I DM'd you something.
In a sec.
Alright.
Okay, the first one, unfortunately. But it's half of that shit. So you go ahead and take 10 poison damage as Black Blood is trying to corrupt you and trying to instill doubt in your mind of even your own words. But resolute you as you are in many other cases, you stand resolute in this on this stance. You shake that off.
Max didn't press X.
In a minute!
In a minute!
I know. And with that, the turn goes over to Arya. This creature, well, once healthy, no longer looks healthy. And not even in the, oh, it's a gross monster sort of thing, but more in the, it's hurting.
Okay, let me first. Yeah, I can make it to him. First, he's gonna run up to Beaker and gonna cast another upcasted Cure Wounds. I'm gonna do it at 3rd level this time.
No, that's 68 total. So go ahead and roll 3 more d8s.
I
I think it's
love
actually just going
how
to top you.
I love new cure wounds. It's great.
Honestly, it makes it worth kind of using it.
Like
Get out.
I can't tell you how many times I've used the healing word on like other characters. I'm like, man, I feel real bad because this is just some shitty D4s.
Get
Yeah.
out of 2014, Arya. Get with the healing times.
Listen,
Oh,
we, we, we,
sorry,
we
this is
play
not
sh-
my game. This is not
listen,
my
we
game
play
portal.
shit
I
by
can't
ear.
update.
Listen, we play shit by ear. It's fine. Either way,
Yes.
a good crisp fucking 40 health for this level 3. Level
Oh,
3
hey,
cure
I'm
wound.
back up to full.
I know. Honestly, even undoing the damage that Deeker had caused.
His arm just back into normal.
And
Ikibai,
it's
you
a,
can beat this. You're stronger than this, and this isn't you.
well, they weren't reaching before. Ink, there's sincerity to the words that are being spoken to you, kind of just in the air. As much as you'd like to doubt them, as much as you'd like to push them away, which maybe being in here lets you know that you're prone to that kind of thing. Something about them seems to stick. And if that's your turn, it goes to Benny. Kind of a quick look around at everyone. I think a lot of us have the same fears of being alone after everything. Of shit not working out. I think you're right, Ari. I think It's definitely up to us whether or not we let this shit happen. I'm just gonna go and run over and.
Fuck you, dude.
Not.
I am not live. I haven't been live in over half a year. I am not changing my PNG.
Oh, I'm not asking you to change your PNG. I just posted the
I
game.
know, but I need to fucking talk to that asshole and fucking gonna smack him across the face.
It's fine. I know. Gotta go over and try to separate this amalgam arm from. Help us separate this amalgam arm from the ink body. 2 attacks. Yep, that should be hidden. Oh, reroll that one for Great Weapon Master. Easy peasy. I know. Almost managing to sever this sack of flesh and corruption from the main body. To which brings us over to Lucy.
Excuse me.
He burped it.
Lucy, anything to say? Anything to do out here?
Lucy is going to say that. Lucy is going to say to Ink that earlier you asked me why, despite you becoming this, why? And the answer is simple. As she would begin to walk forward, basically walking up. And the answer is simple, Ink. And the reason why is because at the end of the day, we're all capable of turning into monsters. But it's what but we could still choose what kind of monster we are. You're not going you think you're going to become this. You can choose what you want to become. So hurry up and choose. And I'm casting command on Ink specifically to choose.
Command choose.
Command choose. And I'm still in my and I'm still within the Mantle of Majesty state, so not one of the words, Dave. I mean, hey,
You could be a big titty monster. You have that choice as a changeling.
You
so
have that choice.
I once had a DM do power word on me, and that fool said defenestrate.
Oh no!
What?
That's the act of jumping out of a window.
I'm keeping that.
No, look.
You made me hiccup.
I accidentally used command shit once.
I have.
Hey, cut up.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
What?
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, power word come.
Hey, shut up. I have a story about that after this, actually.
Oh boy.
When the creature misunderstands power.
Hold on, I actually gave myself nasty hiccups. Oh my god.
God damn it. I was trying to open a bag of chips.
It just hiccuped so hard I clicked out.
There we go.
Oh my god, sorry. Fuck you, man. I mean, woman. You know what? I'm creasing Lucy's Jordans.
Lucy's barefoot. Try again.
Get some actual shoes, you fucking.
She has shoes. They're like the ones. They're like the genie shoes.
Yeah, that's right. They got the little. Yeah, you fail the fuck out of that save, dog. You have no choice but to choose.
You said Jordans because Nico's black.
Oh my god.
Let's not bring that into this, please. I am live.
I know.
I know you're all memeing, but still.
It
all
always comes
good.
back to racism.
Cuddle, I
Why?
can't believe you.
Regardless.
You know what?
Choose,
No.
fool. Choose, fool. Choose.
Uh,
All right,
What?
fine. I choose. You know what I'm gonna choose to do?
so before you meme,
Before my meme. I actually have a choice to make. But I need to ask something.
perhaps.
Is
go ahead and
that... I already made my wisdom save.
No, make is your question.
Is that tendril still touching Max?
No, it's not a tendril. It was just like a missile. It wasn't Star Platinum Finger. It was a little finger gun.
Deep cut
Fuck
reference.
yeah. I know.
Star
It should have been the finger gun.
Platinum
That'd have been much funnier though.
That would have been hilarious.
Uh,
Alright. I have...
No, so
Oh no, yeah, I can do something even better.
I'll maybe give you one up on that. The turn comes
know what?
to you and this creature, and holding on to Bavigi actually.
Hi.
Small door opens to either side of each of you. You can stay in here, Ink, or you can leave. You can get out. You have to make that choice.
Not time yet. They start to just drag themselves. They just feel so lethargic and tired as they limp towards the door.
Well, now, perhaps a bit of a helping hand from Braviki, but
Mhm.
as you move towards the door, Braviki, outside of the mental scape, subjected to something awful.
Uh-oh.
This kind of cleaned up ink. They have their hair up in a neat do, just kind of a nice bun, their little expeditionist outfit.
Be nice, be nice, be nice, be nice.
But from their neck, just the collar, their head tilts to the side harshly, and a set of hands emerges from the flesh. Sporting
Ew.
black nail polish, maybe a little chipped, and crawling out of ink is ink.
Their hair is really long now. It's like they've not been keeping it in years.
I know we've all been subjected to war.
So, you ready to kick this thing's ass?
They just, while they're on the floor, they just grab your ankle. And then a tentacle pierces your leg. I cast haste on Ravigi.
Oh boy!
Drugs for Bravigi. So, hates for Bravigi, and this creature, kind of looking about. That's enough. And I need question of the day. Can I get an intelligence saving throw from everyone here?
Oh boy.
Well, shit.
Oh.
Are my shitty titties.
Your what?
18. Starfingers!
It's the most ridiculous fucking attack I've ever seen.
It's fine. It's
They use it twice. It sucks. Like, it's really good. It's just They use it a total of twice and never come back to it.
If only it actually, did its deed and they use the finger where the sun don't shine.
With
Hey,
everything,
look,
that
I
is
missed out.
I believe that's a 24.
24 be passing. Beaker, you be chilling. Actually,
Wait.
Beaker, if you can roll a d4, Arya, if you can make it. Oh, jeez.
A
Oh, never
hiccup?
mind.
Okay.
You actually, yeah, if you can hiccup.
Is that enough?
You're crisp and chilling. That's enough. Max, if you can roll a d4.
Thank you.
Does Ink's counterspell do
Oh my
anything
god,
to
that's
this
so
or
fucking.
no?
Wait a minute. Are you? Hold on. Quick question. Are you 9 fighter?
What's that?
Are you 9 fighter?
Yes. I can do Indomitable.
Would you like a crisp Indomitable? I'll since same thing. You can use 2024 Indomitable, which is same thing. You get to re-roll it, except I use a nerfed version of the 2024 one because holy shit. But you can add half your fighter level to the save after re-rolling it.
Okay, you can reroll a saving throw that you fail. If you do so, you must use the new roll. So, half my fighter level, so I'll roll an intelligence saving throw plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, I
Oh.
die.
That's so fucking evil.
I have to use the new roll. That's the rules of Indomitable.
Yeah, the first one failed anyways, but like
Oh,
This one extra failed, and I have to use it.
Yep.
it's both
He
the same.
tried
But
to
it
do
does
the
feel bad.
indomitable will of the human spirit and failed.
I know that's actually genuine. That's actually genuinely so evil.
you know what?
I do just want to ask. So did Ink's counterspell not work on whatever's about to happen because it's not a spell?
It's okay. I made the right choices in this fight, and
You did.
sometimes things just happen to happen.
You did. Also, the counterspell can't catch this because you're no longer in the mindscape to see what the fuck is up. But you're no longer there to cheat on the inside.
Alright, well, time to
Oh,
roll and see how.
they're
Okay.
psychic casting whores.
Yeah. Why the fuck wouldn't they be? 19.
19 plus 4 is a total of 23.
Easy and peasy. Benny,
Eight.
what the fuck is life looking like for you, Benny?
8 plus 12. Benny's got a
So
50.
Benny and Max are failing, funnily enough. Oh wait a minute, hold on. I have
And-
one last chance. Come here, advantage.
Bandage.
Never mind. I'm okay.
So Max and Ink are failing.
Ink, what the fuck was your? Oh, jeez.
It is plus 4 though.
No, that's only
Yeah.
12, but 12 that makes
Yeah,
it.
12 is not passing, unfortunately. So Ink is.
Ooh.
Stop
Ink
hurting
and Max
yourself.
are failing this one. What did not do
So
that?
what do I get on a crit fail?
Nothing. You get shame, I guess.
Oh my fucking
my
god.
god.
Well, shame and 43 damage, but that's besides the point.
That's actually fine. We can just eat that. That's not like a big deal.
And you gain resistance to psychic damage. Hey, kind of cool. So you don't have advantage on that for one, but you do have resistance to the damage. So Ink, you only take 21 damage. That said, both of you are also stunned.
Brain blast.
That was fucking hell. Is that what this feels like?
You say that as quickly you start to kind of glitch out. Anything you're trying to do won't work as you'd like it to, as you're stunned. That being its turn, moves over to Beaker. This thing is not looking great at all, and kind of just wants you all viciously dead. And from the beginning, but like much more clearly now.
All right, cool.
There's
What
all
do
kinds of
I
other stuff to work
have in my bag of tricks?
If you don't kill it, Beaker, I'm gonna do something cool.
Kick it in the balls.
I mean, yeah, I still have my second level another spell slot.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you don't know. This might not kill it.
You're right, I don't know. I'm just saying I got your back in case it doesn't.
All right, let's see where it goes. Magic missile away. I don't know why it still shows that, but whatever. Firing, second level, going again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
16.
I
For a
know.
total of 16.
No, these missiles dissolving that sack of flesh over to the side is. This ink has various holes through it. It just doesn't have organs. It doesn't. It's just black on the inside. And this,
I took all the organs with me.
you did. This disdainful look cast over at this fucking dome-headed goblin.
Beaker flips it off. He's had a bad day.
Fuck you, guy. I've had a bad day.
I got shot by an evil me I didn't even know I had. I deserve some catharsis.
Rock on, little robot, rock on.
And no, actually, you know what? This actually just doesn't work on Beaker now that I think about it, or at least not in any real way. So never mind. Raviki, the turn is yours.
Alrighty. I am hasted.
Oh yeah, I gotta roll
Oh,
concentration.
actually, no, you're not. That sucks.
You might.
I might.
Hold on.
No,
gotta see.
because you're incapacitated.
Oh yeah.
You're stunned. Yeah, you immediately drop the spell.
Fuck.
Oh, you know. Stab him.
I'd say that just means I can't move. It doesn't mean I can't do an action.
It actually does say you can't do an action, but it's fine. We're kind of at the end here.
Alright. Does this thing have a weird, like, still ink head or whatever?
Yeah, it has most of one. It has one eye remaining, half of its mouth, other chunks of its head are missing.
Biggie's just gonna spin the rifle off of his back and barrel stuff its chin and fire.
Point blank.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, Punto Blanco.
Go, Flargosian rifle, go.
Power of Flargos.
19.
Hitting.
And
they're bitches within Shmail.
Ignore the sneak if you need to.
There's something within 5 feet of that bitch, so qualifies for sneak attack.
Okay, so that is a lot of damage.
I know.
That's a lot of damage.
Especially considering the vulnerability that's been stacked on since you guys started Tier Celestiating, as the fucking GIF was.
That's 9. Oh god, how much damage? Hold on.
So
25 damage.
yeah,
Before
50 damage, actually.
vulnerabilities. Yeah. Jesus.
So just the top of this thing's head fucking blowing clean off. Not enough to immediately kill it, but it is the end of the combat. If people would like the dogpile, this how do you want to do this?
Do you think I can do something?
Yeah, everyone gets a little.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a turn. Verviki, you're kicking it off. Its head is fucking blown out the top, and it's just kind of black from the neck down, but yet its arms still move.
Cap,
Turns
remind
its
me
body
how
over from
do
looking.
Flickerosian rifles work? Are they multi-shot or is it like boom and then you have to like put another pellet in there?
It's one shot and then you have to reload.
Alright, well, I'm reloading then.
Okay. Can I contest that? They're supposed to be at the forefront of technology.
Oh wait a minute, no, hold on. I made it out to be the Grand. No.
It's wild to me that they're muzzle loaders.
Unless they're
No, because
really
I remembered I made it out to be the Grand. So doesn't the Grand hold at least like?
It's a little magazine.
Yeah,
It
it's
holds
like,
like 10 shots, and
10
Braviki
shots,
gets
yeah.
Grand Thumb because I hate him.
So technically, you can make 10 attacks with that thing before the next turn, or I mean the next turn order. After the 10th shot, you got to reload. So you have to take a main action to reload.
Oh, well, I guess I'm just shooting again.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta put some here. Do that. Just fire again.
Yeah. No. So, okay, I may not have been clear. So it's dying. It's
Oh.
just that narratively, if you'd like to start off the group, how do you want to do this? Because everyone gets a dog pile on this thing.
Alright, I'm just gonna shoot it and try not to hit my friends.
I'll
I know,
be last.
easy enough. Your friends are beside you and not behind this thing, so
Yeah.
get to blow another hole. And just gonna go ahead and go down the turn order. Whatever fucking psychic piercing shot that it shot through everyone, a stunning max. As soon as most of its body seems to be disintegrating, blown off to pieces, it no longer sustains the confusing grasp it has on Max or Ink. No longer stunned. Max, how would you like to how would you like to contribute?
fucking gif.
God
I love
damn
that
it,
gif.
man.
Also, to be fair, gun does more damage than knife.
It's, just get
I
a
mean,
better
yeah,
knife.
because you have access to guns in this,
Just get a better knife, bro.
Yeah, that is true.
Excuse you, these are the knives I got from Marigood, and they freeze people on crits.
I know. We'll come back to Max for a second. Arya, how would you like to contribute?
So we come to a consensus that we're dogpiling this thing. Is that I'm hearing?
Dogpile is like this thing is dying. Everyone gets to throw in their 2 cents if they'd like.
All right. Well, with ink now out of them,
I had to pee.
I know. Like at crucial moments, you're like Ben, but with piss.
fourth level shatter.
Yeah, you got me. What's up?
Oh, group, how do you want to do this? How would you like to contribute?
Oh,
You just
For
why
these
you-
fucking blasting rounds in this shit, Arya.
I didn't think I had to be in this. Max
Then-
recused himself from the fight.
guess what?
That's honestly that's also fair. He doesn't want to participate in the thing for symbolic reasons, so that's also meaningful. So hanging back while people fucking beat the shit out of this creature.
It's like we had to learn a lesson, and nobody else did.
Other people learn things. It's fine.
I learned.
Like the only one you can
But
really say
Max,
that about is the
Max's,
Seeker.
Max
Max,
was being too controlling and letting other people do what they have to do, and that's what he's doing.
I know.
All
It
right,
doesn't
then
just have to be the lesson doesn't have to just be a lesson. The lesson could also just be more aware of what your fears are. Because they can and will ruin you. So that said, Benny is taking this thing up on the pike and lifting it up for people to just kind of pinata.
Sure. Lucy, do you like pinatas?
I know, Lucy. Would you like to contribute?
Yeah, Lucy will contribute. She is gonna basically, while still sort of in that mantle form, I'm gonna kind of exaggerate this a lot, but since it's a form of unearthly beauty, she's like gonna just hover up in the air for a moment, kind of being back in that like goddess sort of look, and is just gonna cast shatter at like fourth level spell. So
Oh fuck.
Lucy and Arya shatter.
I know,
shatter.
blow this bitch apart.
See, I only shot the thing. They're just, hitting it with explosive rounds.
It's fine. And
At the
God damn it.
deceiver,
Oh, I almost
the mug
choked.
face. Wait.
I almost choked on my fucking chip. God damn, that's funny.
All right,
fine.
Frog, what do you want to do?
Actually, Ink, I'll leave you for last for now.
Yeah.
Frog, get their ass.
I know, Frog, kill him.
What?
Beaker,
Huh?
don't worry about it. It's fine. Beaker, how would you like to contribute, or would you like to? Love that little gif. Zero, you here?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Little group, how do you want to do this? Would you like to contribute?
See, what could I possibly add?
Disintegrate.
Yeah, why not? I like to continuously just be shooting firebolts at it.
Shooting firebolts at it. I know. Okay, we're scorching that thing. And I guess just to finish it off, in considering what it is, a last bit to this, as it is Max resigning themselves to.
All right.
Not be involved in this execution of this thing, as folks shoot at it, blowing pieces of it apart, and large parts of this black sludgy mass flinging about as Benny lifts it up. It's mostly just an almost indistinguishable pile now. Even the clothes themselves weren't actually real.
Hold on.
What the fuck was that sound?
Neko, can you stop the music? I think
You can also
Echo?
just mute that, by the way.
I could just kick it, but there we go.
Oh, new music.
I haven't
It
been
will
hearing
get-
it this entire time.
Yeah, I always have it muted, so it's fine.
It's fine. For now, they just get back on their feet and they just limp over to this thing. I think it's time for you to go home. As they just polymorph into a T-Rex and just bite down on that mask and swallow it.
I know, and honestly, even a little out of your control, instead of what's just in your mouth. Most of the rest of it seems to either dissipate or just join into your hair, as there's a moment with everyone sitting here, and everyone wakes up. A blink, and the that tealish kind of green light surrounds you all. You guys see the blackness of a cave ceiling far above you all that you cannot pierce into. You do not know how high it goes, but everyone is wet. Everyone is floating in tepid to warm waters, just near the ledge, weightless. It's room temperature to warm. It's fine.
Get
Weightless, and Benny at least definitely does. And a few of you are free to do the same as she brings her left hand up to look at it for a second and flexes it and moves it a little bit. It's her flesh and blood hand.
Ravigi's just gonna attempt to kind of stand up.
Standing up, not even really easy. You find out that the water here
Oh.
where you're floating is shallow. So when you go to kind of move and adjust, you find your butt touching the ground of this water and you find yourself sitting up.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit
Everyone
up.
yeah,
That's for
everyone
sure.
just in these waters and maybe a good 10 feet away, partially submerged in the water, but partially just coiled off the water. You do see something some 20 feet long of turquoise snake scales on the snake body, and at its length,
Naughty.
at its I know,
kill Max now.
I know, at the end of its length, you guys see that figure you saw from before. Although the little, well, instead of legs, you see this massive snake body coiled up beneath it, part of it dipping into the water. The hair going down much further than it had before, and they're kind of lounging against themselves, their own body.
So
It's a bit of a
you,
narrowed gaze at everyone.
so you were actually a snake.
Mm, not always, but I am now. Well, I was always a snake, but not general gesture to the body.
I understand.
Hmm? Yuan-Ti physiology is very receptive to change.
That was such a trippy fever dream.
I know.
We're all back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ink's still laying in the water. Their hair is still long.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
I know.
The little
Yeah.
curiosities of changelings.
Max is going to trudge out to the ledge and get out of the water.
That seems like a reasonable thing to do right now.
And Theo would also be kind of like waking up near the water, a little bit away from the others. With the tip of the tail just kind of making sure that the smallest one didn't drift off.
Yeah.
You have a fun trip too.
Well, all in all, it wasn't so bad. Yeah, it could have been worse, but I'm tough.
You look.
You didn't have
No,
to
you
go
look.
through half the shit that we had to do, did you?
I
No,
don't know what you went through.
some of you had very long trips.
Ink idly says, "You look pretty with blue fire."
Yeah, flattery won't work on me.
Well,
I got a lot to think about.
And they're just still in the
I hope you do.
water, just floating.
At this point, Ravigi's
Well,
just gotta at least have you float towards the ledge.
I know, but you all
No,
played
for once,
my little terrible game.
Ravigi, don't touch me.
I'm making sure you don't drift off.
Just, just let me enjoy this for a second.
He's not gonna make you get out or anything. He's just making sure you don't float away.
So, Samara,
Yes, Maxwell?
What now?
Do you remember what you came here for?
I think so.
Okay. I was going to ask for something else, but I think that was a lot.
I remembered.
What did?
Well,
If you had other conditions, I would like to hear them.
aside from you, just kind of a hand gestures. The forearm is a lot longer than it should be. Not horrendously so, but just kind of noticeably so. Just a lot of their features are just a little bit longer. Their neck's a little longer. And just a gesture over to Beaker. Aside from that one, I was going to ask for an important memory from each of you. It doesn't have to be the most important or even a particularly happy one, but just an important one. But I think as long as it took some of you all in there, and most of that will wear off mostly. But hopefully you'll remember some of the feelings from these memories. So no other conditions. You all pay the price. And I have what I can try to answer a question for about each of you. One question.
Do you guys mind if I go first? Because I need to go to sleep after this.
Go ahead.
I don't mind. You go first.
Here.
All right. Beaker is gonna walk up and go and says, "Who's Deeker?"
I know it's such a strange thing. I'm actually not even sure. I'm not even sure they're around. But I have a feeling they will be. If they're not already. If they're not. They're I'm sure some of you felt this strange that feeling. Deeker is an old enemy of yours. A little funny how a little finding fear for someone who doesn't remember most of their life. So I found something pretty present in your unconscious memories. Deeker. I think all I can tell you here is that they are an old enemy of yours. The details may change this time.
I guess that explains why they felt familiar. But I don't remember them. And they weren't with
I
they
will
were with
I will say it actually doesn't have anything to do with the loss of your memories, that you don't remember them. When I say an old enemy, I mean from before this time. And even the previous. And the previous.
1,000 lifetimes.
Maybe not that many. There's plenty of lifetimes. Nothing that you guys have to concern yourselves over, but some things do happen again. And maybe you can stop Deeker from happening this time. Or maybe they might be worse. But keep a wary eye out. Just kind of a pause and squint at the eyeless goblin. It's fine, we're not correcting yourself. Keep an eye out for, well, your shadow, essentially.
all right. And Beaker's gonna wander off to ponder this.
I, I would be careful, though. You can get lost down here for years.
Uh, Beaker wanders off into the group.
else?
Mm.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Have a good night, all.
Thank you for
Night,
coming.
night.
Nah, buddy. Have a good one.
Kiss the homie goodnight.
Good night.
I'm having a hard time just narrowing it to one question.
Same.
I have an inquiry.
An
Well,
inquiry.
yes.
Go ahead.
You essentially showed me a life of what could happen, what I theoretically want. However, what's bothering me the most is if you're the one who constructed everything, why do you think I would just abandon them?
I pull from memories. Like I said, things have happened before, but things don't have to happen that way this time. And you're newer, almost. Something that wouldn't even do you any good to explain too much at length. What I showed doesn't have to happen, but more so addressing something that you might be thinking about. Maybe, or might have thought about at times. I glance over to Ink for a moment. You, like a few others, have black blood, something corrupt, something not from this world, essentially. But it affects most people. It affects people differently. The weaker, it seems to affect in the same way, for the most part. But when you get stronger, and Privy, you are strong enough for it to matter. When people start getting stronger, it manifests itself in different ways. So I suppose more than you abandoning your friends, I think I would think on your feelings towards these things. You felt disgust at what you did, or what you did in the dream, right?
I felt like it didn't bring me any joy or any sense of, well, let me think on the word for a moment. Any, I guess, complete honor in completing a task or whatever it is that I felt like I wanted.
I know. I think going into this happens with revenge many times, but not all the time. I think going after revenge for the sake of some kind of wholeness or completion, if you want to do it just to get it done, that's fine. But expecting it to complete you, I think it's a fool's expectation. Don't let that stop me from don't let that stop me from killing your father. If he deserves it, he deserves it. A very long time ago, actually, my father actually raised me to be a candidate to become a Mage of Flame, to contest whoever was a Mage of Flame at the time. And, well, long story short there, I also ended up killing my father and ridding myself of most of my family here. And I'm not going to pretend like that makes me any happier or brought me any sense of completion, but it was something that had to be done.
Did you
So,
at least get the answers you were seeking?
no, not really, honestly. I suppose less looking for an answer, more so I was looking to be rid of that responsibility and expectation.
I see.
I'm free of it now, but other burdens weigh on my shoulders at this point. So I think it might be a stop in the road of your life, but I don't think it should be a grand. Doesn't have to be a grand event.
I think I would rather press him for more answers than, well, we'll see what happens.
Of course, get your answers.
Also, I
Mhm.
got you in your own game. You answered 2.
Oh. I guess I did. Well, no more for you then.
He chuckles. I don't need any more.
Glance over to the others, seeing if anyone's stepping up.
So,
Lucy? I was like,
so Beaker answered, then Revigi. Okay, Lucy going.
well, Lucy isn't really sure if she has anything to ask. She's not really sure what she should ask. So she'll just kind of leave it up to everyone else to ask a question if they want.
Hmm. You don't
Just
have to. You don't have to ask a question either way. It's kind of a general announcement, but looking
ink.
over to
Oh,
bit of an ear
ink.
flick and looking over to ink.
They finally just sit up from out of the water. The things I saw.
Hmm.
Was it just this whole ordeal? Was it the actual gods? Was it me? What was it?
Ink. I think. I think that you were growing a little too comfortable with the thought that even if you did succumb to whatever it is that the Black Blood was going to do to you, that things would be fine.
Alright.
Your entities and all that, it is from what I know of them. The things you saw could be real, but don't have to be. It, I guess, goes to most of you. Or pretty much goes to most of you.
Hmm?
No, just that what you'd seen there is it's only as real as you can let it become.
Makes sense. I guess that makes sense.
I know. I think
You two are cute together, by the way. Or at least, what if that was true?
hmm?
As they start to walk out.
Who?
The fuck did he say?
Yeah.
just kind of a quirked look. It's like I guess.
Of course, it could just all be a beautiful dream.
I wouldn't worry about it, Ink.
No, I'm with Titonia.
I know.
They just Ink just slightly looks at the little Theo and just keeps walking out to join the group.
The group is all kind of still here.
Well, they're
Oh,
just
you mean
going
out of the
out.
water and into the ledge?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't. They just give Theo just this look, this looky look, this emotionless look, but then just a tiniest smile, and then they just walk out. Oh, again, walk out to the ledge.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Also, I will shout out Frog for donating $50 to Flunky's campaign of towards the AFSP, which ironically kind of goes into a lot of the heavy baggage of what we're talking about with our characters. You know, if you need to talk to somebody, please, don't hesitate to do so.
And because we hit that goal, Frog, what does your character say when they
Shut
come
the
out of
fuck
the
up,
water?
Ink. Shut the fuck up.
What does Dingle Dangle say when they come out of the water of truth?
We just see a frog and it just goes, ribbit.
Because we love you, Frog. I love you more than everyone here. In fact,
He's like, leave me alone, I'm scared. I'm shouting you out because you did a good thing for a good cause.
It's fine. Leave it to
I
text. Either way.
whatever.
Uh,
Can I have a cigarette now? I haven't had a smoke in 20 years.
I don't think it'd be wise to smoke in a cave.
there's a snap. There's a snap in a black papered clove cigarette. What's called a black papered clove cigarette would be over by Ink.
Please teach me that magic. That's
No,
curse you.
it's fine. It's got a citrusy flavor to it. This bougie cigarette.
He'd go to open his mouth and then remember her and then just fucking go and sit on the ledge. Curse my inquisitive mind.
Any questions for you all? It's kind of looking over to, well, Arya, Theo, even down, looking down to Theo, over to Maxilon, and Benny.
No, I think I got it. I think I know what to do. But thank you.
You're welcome.
If I stay here for a while, can you get me back if they take my Sen Sailor home?
Samara kind of glances down and, or yeah, glances down because they're like lounging. They're like leaning down, like chest forward on their own tail. Mhm. Yes, I could.
Good.
Smug smile.
Give me an
Tiny
intelligence
smile.
saving throw.
Counterspell. Get fucked.
Yeah, it's not it's not visible. Not the only scion here.
You're not. Quit reading the UA. And you know what? Legendary resistance.
You don't have that no more.
Yeah, I get it. Turns out I get a trace of that because I'm better
I
than
know
you.
you don't. I know you
Bonk.
don't. You don't get any of that. Either way,
Anywho, back to the thing.
I look over to Arya and Maxilon and Benny just to see if there's any questions.
Flunky.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
You wanna go first? Excuse me.
No. Well, I don't think Max has a question. I think he pretty much got his lesson.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Benny raises her fucking hand. Hey, quick question. Where the fuck is that factory that we're looking for that you said we were looking for?
Oh, right, yeah, she's got a point.
Wait, that's
Yeah.
real. You're
I was
right.
waiting to
You're
bring
so
it up.
right.
Are we sure
That's
Benny's
all
not the
Mariki's is
military?
we
Are we
gotta
sure
say
Benny's
is
not
just
the military person here?
yeah, Mariki's just like I was just waiting to bring that up until after y'all was done.
Oh,
That's
right.
fine.
Wait, you forgot about that.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't have any answers that I think I can get that will probably won't piss me off. So, if we can just get that, that'd be really fucking nice. She just kind of keeps touching. Benny keeps touching her right horn a little bit as she speaks. Oh, This is a much more concrete answer. So, according to some of the memories of people that have been, the sands of Flargos has long since blown that way for many generations. But sands are angry and upset. Towards the center of the desert, unnatural winds blow, cyclones that can tear you apart. Protect what lies hidden there. If you find your way through these winds, you will find the factory. And maybe a few other things, a few other injustices to the lands. Good luck with that.
I would ask, but I do not want to get mentally slapped. That's what he says that aloud. I have a follow-up question for your answer, but you already said that I don't get another.
True. Go ahead and say it anyways. I'll decide whether or not I answer.
It's just a personal inquiry of you said it's a cyclone, correct?
A
It was plural.
cyclone, many cyclones, tornadoes, horrible winds.
Is there perchance any lightning?
No.
No, not that I know of.
Oh,
I
well,
don't know,
in
maybe
that...
if you're unlucky.
No, I'm looking for another particular thing that I doubt you have the answer to.
Well,
Don't worry, we'll get you
I can ask
shocked.
if you're curious, but
I am
Okay.
curious. Go ahead.
I heard of a specific cave that lightning strikes about 3 times towards the center of it, and there's apparently a creature who lives in said cave.
Oh, that's incredible.
That's a
And they look over at the others again without answering.
I do have a question.
Well, by all means, Max.
I don't know how this works if it's a straightforward answer. I assume it's going to be in riddle form.
Can be.
Is at the end of this is Tav going to be okay?
You're trying to save everyone, Maxilon, and I respect that. I think there's already been a few situations where you didn't have the chance to save everyone. But where you fell short, there were friends, or I suppose time, coworkers and people to help cover where you fell short. I think this time, a tavern might be fine. It's all up in the air, though, not an oracle.
I know it's against the rules, but can I ask another?
Sure, I can listen to as many questions as I will put up with. I just don't have to answer them. So ask away.
Am I going to see Veronica again? And is she going to be okay?
Sure, somewhere along the way, you might see an old friend. I, however, don't look as much into certain people and certain entities. Kind of a glance over at Lucy for a second. Arya, you said you had. Or you looked like you had a question, did you?
Mm-hmm. Or you gonna say something, Nico?
No, I thought she was referring to me. I think you.
She did point a glance over at Lucy when she said there are certain entities I don't look into.
Ah.
Well, what does my fate hold for me this time? Because again, I feel like with that scape that we were just in, I was able to see things that maybe I should have seen.
Well, again, definitely not that it'll happen this time. But why do you think things may have ended up that way?
Hmm. She'll ponder that.
A bit more effort towards actually being friends might go a long ways. But I think that's everyone who wanted to know something.
Mm-hmm.
That exit over there. The tip of the tail points over towards just one that's maybe 50 feet away, 50 feet down this circular cavern. This massive underground lake, kind of just covering most of what the eye can see. For a long ways before it fades into blackness. That exit right there, or that cave entrance right there, if you keep following it, in maybe 10 minutes or so, you should be out of here and back to where you were.
Oh. Oh, I just remembered something. He checks his around his bag and makes sure his journal's not all soggy.
No. Actually, funny enough, it seems like bags were just kind of like laid out in a little pile, like on the shore.
Yeah, he's gotta go and go to his bag and get out his journal.
I know, which
Do you care if I have a souvenir?
I was actually going to ask for the same. Maybe not the memories. I think you all can stand to keep those at the moment. But I will accept tokens as souvenirs. Just kind of a slight point over to just like spot on the ground over there.
Tokens, like gold or?
Oh no, I don't need money.
Uh,
We're fine on that. Kind of little hand
right,
wave.
right. Flargus. Shit. One moment. Let me look in my bag. Checking my loot pile now. Hold on.
Mhm.
No, no. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I do have quite a few things, although their significance is. I don't know how you would. No, that'd just be weird.
Hmm.
Oh, I have a few things here, and, well, something tells me that you would be odded out by, say, he holds up a vial of the Agent of Numbing.
I would say weirded out. I guess more importantly, is this something that means anything to you?
Oh, this, no, it's kind of just a trinket that I kept from, adventure. I don't really, well, anything that's kind of important to me also has a function, and I would kind of need it to continue our journey.
That makes sense. Well, I'll take the vial. Why not?
It's an interesting little story on behind that one.
And that's what matters more. They lean forward and reach a hand out to pluck it from Bravigi's hands.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
hand it over.
they kind of lean back and they kind of look around for a second before reaching in the air and gripping something, which suddenly the sound of a chain seems to accompany it, and they tug down. And a chest seems to fall from nowhere that they open and just set this little thing into. A few oddities can be seen inside for a split second while it's open before it gets closed and pushed back into the
I
ethereal.
was about to say I have a passive of 20.
Uh,
Too
you
bad you
find us.
21.
Yeah, you just see a few things. You see a couple of shirts that are in a different style than what you might be used to. You see what looks like a handgun, same thing, different style than what you might be used to. A few other trinkets, a couple of
Please tell
what
me
seem like
one of them is
scrolls.
this shitty little metal T-shirt.
It is. Yeah, one of them like the shirts definitely don't like a couple of the shirts definitely didn't seem like they would fit Samara. One was very small actually, and just this shit ass little metal band T-shirt before it goes away into the ethereal.
He just kind of tilts his head. Seems you like to collect things. I won't pry. Though
Hmm.
I would still ask, something to remember you by. It doesn't have to
Memory's
be
not enough.
anything large. Well, I. He kind of taps his head. Yes, it's kind of a mental cage there, but you know.
No, it's a little.
Maybe like a scale or something that, you know. I don't want to be
Not,
insensitive, but I would imagine that you would have, you know, scales that aren't attached to you.
it's fine. Although don't be surprised if you don't remember my name in a week or two. They
He
say
kind
with
of
a bit of a
squints
sadder
at her.
smile. A bit of a sadder smile as they kind of look around and. Hmm,
If
I suppose it can't hurt actually, since it doesn't matter. They do actually just look on the ground slightly, kind of where by where their tail is, and they pluck a pretty turquoise scale that's on a bit of the larger side, and hold it out. There you go.
We'll gently hold it and put it in his journal.
I,
You'd be surprised at what I don't forget.
No,
if
I don't
one
think
ink,
I would.
if one ink didn't forget, I'm not. There's smoke in their cigarette. This is citrusy.
A little bit, just a bit of just a hint. It's still a fucking cigarette, so it's by and large tobacco smoke.
It's
You find it, whether or not you're kind of a badass at smoking, you find that it seems to go down smoother. You're able to take longer drags from it.
I guess wondering about 1,000 maybe truths is pointless. Or they could all be lies. Nothing.
I know. I think you'll have time to think about it on the sand sailor back, or well,
They did. They laugh. They just actually laugh at sand scalar.
Are you laughing at me or Ink?
Nah, just laugh. Samara's laughing at sand scalar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh,
You said
Don't
I
you.
know.
Oh.
don't be a stranger, Samara.
I always am. Nobody asked for the location of those acquaintances that you were actually coming out to look for instead of anything. It's unfortunate.
I kind of already know.
Come on, Ravigi.
I know.
The
Plenty.
the love
Uh,
the love
Now,
birds gotta talk.
this is fucking. I do actually need an intelligence saving throw.
From me?
Uh,
No, from Ink.
Oh, because I was about to say, I wrote
Uh,
down that they're in the fucking geyser fields.
we're in the geysers.
You know, Samara's kind of starting to slither and mildly corral people out at this point.
They're
Ah.
good.
I know the social battery is drained.
The introvert is, get out.
I have to actually. I just closed my sheet. Fuck you.
You can roll a d20 here on roll 20.
I forgot what my intelligence score is.
I can let you know off the d20 whether or not it passes.
Whoa. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Sure, fuck.
Hey, yo, that bitch fell asleep.
Who?
Fucking leave it
Nothing.
to Cap.
I
Actually,
wasn't asleep.
fucking
I was listening to everybody.
no, no. It's just the funny. It seemed like you were getting up from like a fucking 5-hour nap.
No, no, no. My fucking like I'm fine now. I'm not sick no more, but my fucking throat is still like hoarse and shit.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But I was gonna say, since it has been a while since I've done it, Stag, do you want to be the one to tell them that they're deserving of it? Since it has been a couple sessions now since the last time you guys got on one.
Perhaps. So
Oh.
I know through everyone's, I suppose, artificially or not, gained experience and things that you all learned.
In other words,
Oh,
you level up. Congratulations.
and I was about to say that, but I looked over and who the fuck left?
Flunky.
No,
Someone
not Flunky.
no,
Flunky left. Flunky
someone
left
else.
earlier.
Yeah, someone else left. Oh,
Oh,
it
it
was the
might be.
music
It might
god.
be.
It's the music god.
Oh, true. I was like, somebody just fucking left.
Don't worry, I'll ping them. Or I'll ping everybody just for the hell of it.
Well, hmm. Trying to think.
I know, leaving with a bit more experience than you came in, despite it being a trip that only, despite it being a
I was
visit
ev-
that only lasted for. As people would go outside, they'd find it that they were here for maybe just kind of the day. Night is falling.
Oh,
Mhm. But overall, how did everybody like Stag stepping in for this little you know
Very. It
it
was
was
very.
nice.
It was very no country for old men.
What the fuck does that mean?
what does that mean?
Huh?
Why do you come up with like the most like wildest outtakes?
It's it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I'm not gonna worry about it because it's too confusing for me to worry about.
At least I didn't say boss baby.
Okay, shut up. Man, I
No, that's
fucking
fair.
hate those
But
movies.
I had to
appreciate
check and
everyone.
see if rogues got certain things, but
But I was
They
gonna
do get
say,
it. They do. Rogues get a fucking ASI at level 10.
I
yeah,
am
I think
not
I
a
think
level
all of them
10
get an
rogue.
ASI, don't they?
Nope,
No, I
rogues.
do not.
Okay.
It's
Hmm?
because I am
I was gonna
multi-classing.
I was
Oh,
gonna
that's right.
say
You're
so.
multi-classing. That's unfortunate.
So now you guys, you guys got your information, and you guys got to know a little bit about yourselves in this timeline, as well as get a glimpse of previous timelines.
Or
Which, yes,
alternate
it would be
timeline.
a factor for later on as the campaign progresses.
So what you're saying is there's a timeline where Arya does become a crazy old cat lady.
And it could be where she becomes very old and shriveled, and she'll like this one I named Sprinkled, and this one I named Snuggle because it reminds me of Cuddle, but fuck Cuddle.
No. Then there's the one where both Arya and Ink become crazy dog ladies.
And I was gonna
Maybe.
say, do you appreciate everyone's time though? I hope everyone had a good enough time. I was gonna do more combat for a second there, but I was like, actually, more of a talky feely type shit. Like I said,
I
that
mean,
like I said from the beginning of this session or whatever, the answer is gayer than appears. And like answers in mirror are gayer than they appear.
I want to be fair. This was also a little bit like lack of preparation on my end because unfortunately this isn't my game portal. This is something that someone made for me. That I'm just happy that I still got the books up until I think it was Tasha's. So
Oh,
I'm just happy.
that's all good. You're chilling.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I don't have access to actually, or I don't have permission to make you a DM as well. So I'm sorry that like I wasn't able to do that for you.
You're all chilling.
Oh, my sneak attack went up. Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
4d6
every other
now.
level. She kicks bitch.
Are you tired yet, or no, not yet? Because I was wanting to do something, and depending on how everyone, at least right here, was like,
I'm fairly awake.
I mean, it's not gonna be anything involving you guys. It's just that, b- well, you weren't here for it, obviously, all those years ago. But there'll be something that I especially like to do, but I'm kind of taking a part off of Neko, where there will be times where some side stuff would happen to kind of like spice up the next session or like sessions to come. You remember
Yeah, I'm
Neko
down for that.
when you were like RP NPCs get
Yeah,
us excited for the next.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
it's
I still do that.
episode
No,
epilogue.
I'm not saying you stop, but like you're not DMing this campaign this time.
No, I'm not doing this
I
thing
was gonna
yet.
also ask in character of like she said that she looks into certain entities and stuff like that. So Berea was just like, how far does your telepathy go?
I was gonna say, oh, by the way, if you're wanting to look for somebody that is live right now, I could either recommend the Potato Dragon again, Neon. They're doing Helldivers 2,
Ooh,
Hell.
or Rad, as in RAD, Panda TV, who are doing Dead by Daylight. Either one of those two would do.
I
Also,
kind of want to go see the potato dragon again. She was nice the first time.
Also,
Yeah.
good news. Since that we're now, since we have leveled up, I am now level 8 in Bard, and my charisma is now at its maximum.
It's
Can
time.
you,
Hell yeah.
can you link me to her again? Because I think I'm spelling it wrong.
So you know how to spell neon?
Yep.
You know how to spell light?
Yep.
And shifter.
All one word?
All in one word. It's not spaced.
Oh, neon lights shifter. That's why I was
Yeah,
fucking up.
lights shifter.
Plural
Yeah.
on light.
So,
I'm gonna mute myself
so
real quick. Alrighty, we're gonna go say hello to Neon's Light Shifter. They are playing Helldivers 2. I know that I've been playing a lot of Helldivers and doing Super Earth stuff, but they were nice the first time we raided them, therefore we're going to raid them again. And if you are still here, you are amazing. And you are awesome. And you should stay awesome, as well as anybody who is here watching the